I'm Glad My Mom Died by Jennette McCurdy is such a good book. It is an autobiography by the actress best known for her time on the Nickelodeon show iCarly. She played Sam Puckett. If you know anything about Nickelodeon, Dan Schneider, all of that shit that happened, you would know that this is a very important, substantial read. Jennette tells her story starting at childhood. She is such a fantastic writer. She goes through her life in multiple steps, starting from childhood, before the fame and before she was an actress or forced into being an actress. And then we get to see her perspective while the show was being created, when the show came to an end, her life afterwards, the struggles that this poor young woman had to go through. I shouldn't call her a young woman, she's about my age, right? She's a little older than me. It is definitely not fair to call her a young woman at all. She's like 4 years older than me, born in 1992. Although her circumstances are not too dissimilar to my own, that is not to say that I completely comprehend what the woman has gone through. More to say that her story resonated with me so closely and fairly. This book touched me in a way that I didn't know it would. Even the title being something that I can totally comprehend. I have a very terrible mother. My mom was the greatest bully in my life since early childhood. I came from a place of comprehension, and after reading the book, I had a feeling of connection. Although I've never met her, I grew up watching iCarly. I definitely had a crush on Sam Puckett, but that doesn't really have anything to do with the book besides the point that I feel as if my attraction was nurtured at this point by who she calls the creator in the book, who is obviously Dan Schneider. Maybe it's for legal reasons that she calls him the creator, or maybe it's a totally different person. I do not give a shit. A lot of things happened to that little girl, and she describes all the things that happened to her as a little girl. She describes her settings perfectly so that you can totally comprehend all of what she was going through and all of what she had to face. Her conflicts at such a young age. This book was investigation into her character and all that had happened, all that she had to go through. God, she's a trooper. Even looking back on everything that I read through, it's difficult. While reading this book, I felt her pain. I felt her joy. I felt as if I was looking through Jennette McCurdy's eyes. I was in a class, a screenwriting class, and we were talking about books and writers. I was reading her book in that class, and somebody had asked me how it was. All I could say is she's a damn good writer. This book made me feel less alone. This book made me feel as if I could possibly channel her strength and carry it on with me. And the theme is perseverance. To know what you're good at and to know what other people want from you and not to give them that. Because the world doesn't deserve what it wants, it needs what it needs. I needed this book at the time that I read it. I needed to really recognize everything that a young star can go through, especially so that I can make sure that that doesn't happen in my career going forward, and that people aren't hurt like that or used like that. Jennette McCurdy is an American icon. She is a magnificent writer. She's writing a new book right now, and I don't think I could fucking read it. I couldn't read Lolita either. It seems similar to Lolita. I might have to power through. This was a phenomenal book, an outstanding read. I really suggest that you read it yourself.